Right, so I'm going to show you today how to groom your golden retriever. Right, we don't do showing, so we don't do any sort of fancy grooming at all. This is just grooming for health, how to look after your dog. I don't do any bathing at all. A dog's in water every day, in the sea or lakes or puddles or rivers. I never wash them with soap. They have drying rugs and they get groomed. So first I'm going to start with Mia's teeth. This is BFR toothpaste. And she quite likes having her teeth done. Come here, Mia. Open up. Right, you want to get to the back where the tartar is and where they tend to go a bit yellow. Shouldn't really mind this. Come on. Right. She does also get some bones to eat as well, which help clean her teeth. Right. Next thing, I'm going to check her ears, because sometimes she gets gungy stuff in her ears. Her ears are fairly clean. If they needed cleaning, I would use these Otterdown drops. I would just put a bit in, rub her ear like that, and then clean them out with a kitchen towel. Don't put earbuds in dog's ear in case they go in or fall apart or anything. After that, I'm just going to give her a quick brush. Make sure she's got nothing in her coat. She's been through long grass today. She's been out in the mud. What they sometimes get is a bit of like clay stuck to them, which irritates their skin. Mia sometimes gets hot spots as well because she gets them around here. They don't seem to bother her that much. If your dog has a hot spot, it's just where the skin's been irritated, and you'd cut the hair away and then wash it with diluted heavy scrub, just with cotton wool dipped in heavy scrub. So, Mia, you're going to roll over. Ready, steady, whoops. She doesn't mind that. You see, she's got the mud on her from this morning. Been out walking around the fields. So it's middle of winter in England. So this is her winter coat. She hasn't been spayed, so she doesn't have a very thick coat. I also like to check their feet, their paws, because they often get grasses and thorns stuck in their paws. So I've got nail clippers. I've got these ones here, just for clipping the top of the nails. We haven't been to the beach that much. Whoops. Yes, Mia. They really can't feel this. Right, especially Mia, wait. This dew claw. Let's just get your dew claw, which is like a thumb on a dog. If it's long, it can get stuck in things. That's the most important one to cut, just there. Then we can have a look at the rest of their feet. I like to examine them with a pair of scissors, really, and just check in between. I don't cut the hair in between their paw pads, but this is quite a common injury, is when their paws get cut like that. You can see a slight scratch on there, which is something else you just wash with heavy scrub. So I just tidy up around their paws. Just helps, actually reduces the amount of mud they bring into the house, and it helps you to examine the dog as well. So I also cut around the paw, around the dew claw here, where it gets quite muddy. there. Right. So it doesn't look too different to before. It's just a little tidy up. So I would do that for each paw. I won't show you each paw now. Another thing I do with this, which is like a razor blade inside a comb, I cut some of the thick hair on their neck. I do this especially in summer. So this is thinning her coat, but from the chest and the neck, where she'd often get too warm in summer, in that area. There we go. And there's quite a bit of scurfy stuff comes out at the same time. Right. There we go. You never ever use electric trimmers on your dog and cut into their coat. If your dog's too hot in summer, you would just use this or use the rake, and you can get out quite a bit of hair like this. It's a natural way of thinning their coat, and you also remove all the scurf when you dead bits when you do that. You damage the coat if you use anything other than these tools, or if you use electric trimmers like you'd use on a horse. Some dogs can be trimmed with electric trimmers, but golden retrievers can't because they've got a double coat. So the double coat is to keep them cool in summer and warm in winter. And if you cut that coat with electric trimmers, you ruin their own heating mechanism. So I'd go over her quite carefully. I've also got a little snack here in case she gets fidgety. I've also got these trimmers. This is when a long hair is getting a bit untidy. Like here. If she's going to be spayed in a few months, and then she'll probably have more hair on her legs. But this hair, I just tidy it up like this. Also, if there's any long, thin hair like that, you can just cut into it. But I use the feathered scissors for this sort of tidying up.